Hey everybody, Roger Levin here with your orthodontic practice production pearl of the week. Let me use a real story and a recent conversation for today's educational pearl. And the subject is office managers. Now, there are many great office managers, good office managers, but unfortunately, there are also some not so good office managers. This is not about the people. I'm not criticizing anybody. This is not about good or bad people. It's about the training, education, and ability to be a really good office manager. Because if you have an office manager, you depend on that person. They should be running the day-to-day of your practice, taking stress off the orthodontist, or even bigger, letting the orthodontist be as productive as possible. Being productive is a great thing, and so many people orthodontists waste endless hours every month, where they could be faster, easier, more productive if the office manager can handle everything else. So what happened in this phone call? I get the call, and the orthodontist says to me, Roger, I need to become a client. I've got a problem. What is your problem? I had an assistant for 20 years. She was loyal, wonderful, positive, and I made her the office manager. And unfortunately, we are now in slight decline, and my intuition says it's going to get worse. And when I ask her questions about it, she doesn't have answers. Okay, let's break this down. I asked him a ton of questions. Let's break it down. Number one, that assistant was a very good orthodontic assistant. She got promoted into a position she was totally unqualified for, except for her loyalty and his ability to trust her. Two, she had never worked at the front desk. He sort of assumed without thinking. We do this all the time. We assume things without really thinking, that because she'd been there so long, she understood how the practice operated, which she kind of did at a top-line macro level, but not at a level where she could run the administration and operations of the practice. Three, he did not have the mental fortitude to make the change. One of the reasons he engaged us as consultants for management systems implementation was also for us to help him come to terms with the fact that no, she could not do this job. She could not stay in this job if he didn't want his practice to be harmed. And what options did he have? Now, we came back with two options. Option one, after we did all of our analysis, we're not cowboys and cowgirls. We look carefully, we analyze, we look at decisions, and we recommended that she should not be the office manager, that he should offer her another orthodontic assisting position, even if it meant one more assistant than he needed today. We'd build up the patient base with referral marketing, which is another area we work in, and she could go back to assisting. So we coached him on what to say, on the scripting, very compassionate. He was very nervous. He felt disloyal to this loyal employee, but you've got to get over that when it's going to start to hurt your practice, the other staff members, and you. So he made the offer. She declined the offer. She did get a job as an office manager somewhere else. My own opinion is that's not going to be great for that practice, but they're not our client. We don't know who they are. So then we brought in an outside office manager, properly indoctrinated her to the culture of the practice. She's getting along great with the team. The front desk staff was actually quite good at what they did, but they needed new systems, which was why the practice was starting to slip. So I share this real life story with you. It's worked out great. The practice is on track to grow by about 14.5% in the first year, which in a turnaround is pretty darn good. So, but the biggest thing is not just you got to make the call, you've got to really think through the decisions you make and then measure the results. Is it working or is it not working? And one of the first things we did when the new office manager came in was create a brand new schedule that opened up capacity for more patients, more production, more income, and an enjoyable and low stress environment. Who wouldn't want that? I do, you do, and I'll keep trying to teach you things in these pearls that'll help you get there. As always, I wish you increased practice production and referrals every year, and I'll see you next week.